Today is an exciting day. I, for the longest time, since I was 2, have wanted to make the best breakfast ever. So today, I am going to make a bacon breakfast with a little bit of a twist. When I was 2, I planted the seeds of a tree. Today, I am going to cut down that tree. I am going to make that tree into fire, and I am going to use that fire to make my bacon breakfast. It is going to be delicious. It is going to be amazing. Stay tuned.
Hey Dave, in 35 years this tree's gonna be great for making bacon.
Whoa, I agree, brother.
Here we are 35 years later in this grove of trees that we've planted. We're going to take down this little guy. You can see that we're going to be using a chainsaw, and with a chainsaw it means you need to do some safety actions first. One, you need to wear your muffs, you need to wear your goggles, but most importantly, you need to make sure that you are capable of operating a chainsaw. To do that, I like to use the drunk driving sobriety test. Okay, so we're about to do our chainsaw capability test, which is modeled after a police roadside sobriety test. So let's get started.
Okay, sir, please walk in a straight line on the plank. Okay, stop there. Please touch your nose with your right hand. Please touch your nose with your left hand. And continue off the plank while flapping like a chicken.
Okay, here we are. We're about to cut down the tree. Now, you need to remember this is a very serious activity. I have been trained by the great Yui Tubei, so despite the fact that I am wearing a dress shirt, please take this seriously. The first thing that we need to do when we're chopping down this tree is cut a face notch. A face notch is a little wedge in the beginning of the tree, which is going to be in the direction we want the tree to fall. Okay, our wedge is out. Next thing that we want to do is a back cut, just above the wedge on the back side. This will allow us to push the tree in the direction that we want it to fall. So after putting your chainsaw down safely, it should just be a matter of pushing the tree in the direction that you want it to fall. Okay, so our next step now that the tree is felled is to retake our chainsaw. And the first thing that we want to do is limb the tree. That means we want to take all the branches off. You can see most have already been cut off. Take a couple more off just to show you how it's done. Okay, as you can see, we have limbed the tree, and I have put it up on this little sawhorse that I quickly put together from some old deck boards that I milled. So bucking a tree is cutting it into chunks that we can chop up for firewood. So let's do that. Great, so I've got a couple. I'll do the rest. We don't need to watch that, but as next step will be, we'll be splitting them into firewood. I don't think this step needs any introduction. Let's get split. We want to make some kindling. I like to use a hatchet. For this case, I'm using the DeWalt 031. This is my number 1 hatchet, but for wood this light, you could use your number 2 hatchet if you wanted. So let's get started. There we go. I also like to use a baby sledge. We're going to do another one. There we go. So we'll continue to split this up. We'll get some littler chunks, and then the fun begins. We have felled a tree. We have limbed a tree. We have bucked a tree. We have chopped a tree, we have split the tree, and now we're gonna go burn the tree. Here we are at our outdoor kitchen. PM gave me some specs, I fulfilled them to the letter, and it works just the way it should. It's important to have a fire extinguisher handy in case something bad goes wrong, which, you know, is at least 50% chance that's gonna happen today. The next most important thing is that you light the fire. So what you're gonna do is you are going to take your match and you're gonna use it to light your blowtorch. Now, it's important when you're using a blowtorch that you make sure it's on full blast. Because a blowtorch that is not on full blast is just an off light. There we go. Okay, you can see we've got a nice smoky little blaze that went up no problem with the blowtorch. Here we have our bacon. We can start it on this pan right now. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Our bacon is here, it's cooling. I'm just gonna go grab a fork and knife and I'll be right back. Nothing can go wrong now. Wally? That was my bacon. I guess I'll have to cut down another tree.